Hello everyone, it's Honeyloo. I thought it would be fun to share a update of my Thoth collection. I have 18 decks here. Yeah, so I have a bit of a collection and they all get used and they're all different. But I'm gonna start with the oldest to the newest, I guess. So this is the Samuel Weiser printed in USA. According to Tarot Garden, it says that this is the box B, but there are some things on Facebook group. It's like a Facebook Thoth group that would argue that it's not. This is the first printing, or at least I don't know. There's one that's like the Llewellyn published in Hong Kong, and I think that one is the first edition for box A, and then I don't know if this one is the second one or the first. I don't know. I don't really care. But anyways, this is like one of the three editions that are the same but different, I guess. So there's the Llewellyn printed in USA, the Samuel Weiser printed in USA, and then I believe the other one is Llewellyn printed in Hong Kong. I would love to get those versions as well, just so I could experience them. This one's used, but it's very clean used. You can see there's yellowing, but it's a very nice copy and I love it. And it smells good. So this is like very muddy and the printing quality isn't that good. So this is what I would kind of expect from like 1960s, 1969, 1970s. But I've had some other decks that were printed in that era and they were actually really nice printings. I feel like the 1980s around that area had really good printed and good cardstock back then. I like this deck because it's very like neon. It's kind of 3D, moody is what Natalia would call it. And I agree with what she would say. It is a very moody deck. But I think the Llewellyn one that she has is a lot more darker, moodier. This one's more brighter, like neon, and that's what I love about it. And I love how raw it is, and I love how imperfect it is. The element of fire is my favorite in this deck because it's so bright, and it feels like it's like glow in the dark kind of because it's so, I don't know, it's just so fun. But I love to use this as an altar deck, I guess. It's very slippery, and there's also like different cardstock. So this is the one with the misprint. It has like a slippery kind of, it's matte, but it has like the slippery cardstock. It just kind of glides. And Natalia talked about how her Llewellyn one has like a matte, velvety cardstock that she loves. So I would like to eventually try that. And then I know that there's some Llewellyn decks that have the misprint Eight of Cups with like the no number, and then there's some with the upside down pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. And so I know there's like some, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but there's there's, according to Tarot Garden, I read that there's two different, like they took different photos for each edition. So I know that some of Llewellyn had some of this, like same one, because they had the upside down upside down Ace of Pentacles, and they had the like the no number on the 8. So I know there's like a few different printings of each of these decks. I really like the green, and I like how some of them look like they have filters, or there's like a different kind of capture of the lighting. I love this one, looks like a tie-dye. I feel like I'm out of breath. But this one looks really cool in 3D. It has like the, looks like real blood. So that's one of my favorite cards in this deck. So I used to have, I don't know if I mentioned it, used to have 23 Thoth decks. I gifted 3 away, and then I sold 2. And I actually brought another one back in that I did gift away because I was missing it. And the reason why is because it was Samuel Weiser. There are printings, like the box C is the greenies. Those have, there's printings from, I think there's some from Llewellyn actually. And then there's also US Games, and then there's Samuel Weiser. And so I've been liking the Samuel Weiser decks. And these are my 1978. This is the first printing of the box C. And these are both different card stocks. They're both like the same card stock, but this one's a little bit thicker. I don't have a guidebook for that, and I did have the box, but I actually threw it away, which I kind of regret. But I didn't think I was going to use it. So you see right here it says 1978. This is printed by New US Games. And the box that this one came in was this box. You could see that it's not the greatest, and then I wrote like a little sticky note so I remember what box it goes in, and I write it the Vibrant Thoth 1978. Because this one's like very vibrant. This one, I love this one the most because it's like subtle hues. This one feels very true to color. This one has like these red undertones, but some of the cards are really beautiful. And then you could see that the print or the font is different. And I like this font. I think this font looks cool. And you could see the borders are slightly different. This one's a little more lighter, grayer. This one's more, I don't know, just the border's a little bit darker, I guess. And the only way you're going to tell if this is a 78 is by the guidebook, or if you see a lighter border Thoth deck. That would be usually the 1978. If you can't figure out which one you have, if you have a light border, that's 1978, usually. The greenies or the 1983s have a little bit more of a greener tint to them. But there are some light ones, some dark ones. So these are pretty the same. I love this Empress. It's very like bright, pretty. This one's a little bit more darker. And I like how this one's very light. This one's more darker. I like how this one is. This one's more saturated, really deep colors, which is cool. I used to love that when I first got it, and then I got a backup, and I love the backup a little bit more. And I like how deep this purple is. This one just feels more summery to me. I like how this one has these green, yellowy undertones. This one's really dark, rich in color. It's like very juicy, I guess, is what I would say. It looks juicy. I like this one too. I like how different these are. I used to love pairing this deck with Dirt Gems, which I still have, but haven't connected with, and then Tarot as color. I love to pair it with those two, and what else? I think that was it. And so I rehomed Tarot as color, and I kind of regret that a little bit because I forgot that I used to pair it with this. But it's fine. I don't know, I just have these 3 decks that I kind of use. Actually, no, Rider-Waite-Smith is making a comeback. I've been using Rider-Waite-Smith a lot lately. I feel like I'm out of breath. I love both of these. I love how light this one, I love how dark this one is. And then I love this Four of Cups. And this one, I like how gray it is. And usually the Four of Cups are very like yellow undertoned. And this one feels very true to color, and it's very sharp compared to this one. I love this card. These look different. I like how I read this one, but it's not as pretty as the Samuel Weiser, the first. One of the first printings, but it's still nice. I love this one. These look pretty close, but for some reason I really love this one. Let me see how dark. I love this one too. This one has more brown. This one's really dark, which I love. But I really love this one. I like how teal blue it looks. This is my least favorite card, or least favorite card in the Thoth deck. I've never was able to connect with this. I don't like it. I don't like his face. I like this background, but there's something about this card that I don't like. It's probably this one, and the Ten of Swords is what I don't like. I think the Ten of Swords is not that pretty. But this is beautiful. I think those are the only two. Other than that, I love all of the other cards. So I think that's pretty good. 98%. 98%, really good. Okay, so that's the first edition of the 1978 of the box C. And then now we'll go to Samuel Weiser. So I got these, and so I've been trying to figure out like what my really dark greeny is, and after like trying different printings of the Thoth, I think the dark greeny is a Samuel Weiser. So this is what Samuel Weiser looks like. It's Samuel Weiser ink New York Beach, or York Beach ME, and that's how you're going to tell. And I'm going to show you how different these printings are with the coloration. There's different borders. So these look the same. One of these, this one has a different ISBN number. So there's two different Samuel Weisers, both 1983, but they both have, these have the same, which is really odd. Okay, so these all have the same ISBN number on the box, but this guidebook has a different ISBN number. And so just because of the cardstock, it's a little bit more thicker, and it feels like it's more durable and stronger, and the printing, like the artwork doesn't scrape up as much as like the US game version does, I've noticed. But the US game is very flexible, it's a lot thinner, and it's easier to work with. These ones are kind of thicker. So, yeah, I think I have 4 Samuel Weisers. So there's this one, my backup, greeny. And then this one that I just stick in this box, but it didn't come with this box. So this is my greenie. These all have the exact same cardstock. This is my backup greenie, but this isn't as the same as this one, but it's pretty close. And this is the 1983. I don't remember if I said that. And then I'll just put these right here real quick, and then I'll show you these. Okay, so this is my newest one that I got. It has the ISBN number there. I'm gonna put these in here so I remember. And I like to color code them so I remember what box goes where. I just put a gray little circle there. And so this says Samuel Weiser, York Beach. And then the ISBN number. Okay, so ISBN number doesn't match up. So this says 877284444. This one says 877284452. And I believe this is the version that Anna at Astro Lady Tarot has. And I've noticed, because I I like watching people's Thoth collection videos, and I've noticed that her box had a different ISBN number too, and didn't match up with her her little white book. Because I'm a nerd like that. I was totally lurking, guys. So I just wanted to point that out. And then I wanted to show you, this is one of the first Samuel Weisers that I got. These two are my first. And then I'll show you the coloration. So this one's gray. These two match up. And then I'll show you this one. So these two, hopefully I'm not being super confusing. So this light gray one is a Samuel Weiser. This one is Samuel Weiser 2. And these two have the exact same ISBN number, and you see how different they are? The boxes are exactly the same. And what do I do with this one? And the guidebook match up. So I just kind of wanted to show you that how different printing are the same box, same ISBN number, have two different printings. This is where I'm trying to get my point at. So you see these both have the same ISBN numbers, and you see how different the colorations are. And this one has a different, this one's still Samuel Weiser, but different ISBN number. But you see how different they are? That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, so let me not get these mixed up. That one goes there. These two are the same. And, oh, here it is. No, I'm wrong. I'll figure that out after. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to show you guys these ones because these two look the same. They're pretty close. This is the one that I wrote on and I regret it. They're subtly different. I love this Empress. It's more yellow. And the backs look like this. And so, yeah, I wrote all over this one and I don't like it because I think this is too harsh on the green. But my mass market version that I wrote on, I love it. This one I don't. So I'm going to put this one away. So if you are looking for this dark greeny, I would look for, if you ever see a Samuel Weiser pop up and you see that it has pretty dark, like green borders, I would go for that. So I think this is definitely a Samuel Weiser. What's cool is that these are two different printings. This one has more of like a blue hue to it. And this one has like really light, inconsistent borders. And I noticed that Anna at Astro Lady Tarot, she has one like this, but hers is like shifted, so the borders are not aligned. And then I have one, I think it's this one that's not aligned, so this one is kind of shifted. And I think it's just the minors. That makes sense. And I gifted one just like this and I missed it. And so I repurchased this one. I missed this Empress, the lighter Empress. And I don't know. So I'm happy to have it back in my collection. If I had to pick one, I still like my really like greeny greens. This is more of a gray green. I think Anna's greenie is really beautiful. Every time she shows it, I think it's really pretty. So I don't know exactly how much different hers is compared to mine, but I feel like hers is very unique in its own way. And just like how this one is, like I've never found one exactly the same. This one's not exactly the same as hers, but like I feel like just because I've seen her Empress, hers is more lighter, softer. So I would say that if I had one that looked like hers, it would be this one. So yeah, Thoth nerd. There are other Thoth nerds too, so it's really cool. I've seen people with bigger Thoth collections than I have. So that makes me not feel bad about my collection because I'm like, wow, cool. They got a bigger collection and I'm kind of jealous, you know? It's okay. But I just think it's so cool. Like this is one of those decks that are like so much fun to collect because they're so different, so unique. And there's really nothing like it. It's just one of a kind. Really special. One thing I love about this deck too is it feels indestructible. Even the other editions that you get, they feel very strong. They're made to last a lifetime. But yeah, these are both beautiful. Happy to have this green version back in my collection. Oh, I don't think I showed you guys the backs. This one has very nice backs. The other ones had very, like a yellow toned back. Okay, and then so these are the backups that I wanted to show you. Hopefully you're gonna like spot the differences. This is my first greeny greeny, the really green one. And this is the one that's a backup, and they're both pretty different. I've actually kind of retired this one a little bit, but I still use from time to time because I still love it and it's my favorite. But I love the blue undertones in this one. It's very blue, it's very pretty. The majors are pretty similar, which I like. But when we get to the minors, you'll see the difference. So if I had to pick out my favorite printing, it would definitely be the Samuel Weiser version. So this one's slightly lighter. This one's lighter, this one's a little bit darker. And like this one has like more of a darker like inner border. Kind of see the difference, not really. This one has like a little orb, which I like. See how lighter this one is? Okay, and now I'm going to show you my US games 1983. So these are all exactly the same. I've looked at them and they all are pretty much the same. This one is my used copy, this one's brand new, and this is the one I used. So I don't really need to show you guys these really, just to show you like this is brand new, nice backs. Oh, I don't know if I showed you guys the other backs. But my Samulaiser, the really green, have like this really beautiful, vibrant backs. This one does too. So yeah, this one's brand new. Inconsistency with the borders. There's like some really vibrant, dark ones. I love this card. And I love the Three of Pentacles. And then this one is my used one. This is the first one I got. And it was very used and dirty, so I cleaned it up, and I still keep it as a backup, and I've actually took a card out to put in this one because one of them was wrecked a little bit and it was bugging me, so I just replaced it. But this one's still really good. No. My son actually got a hold of this and he bent some cards. So he bent it, and it was a really sad day. And that's when I like went and impulsed and bought this one, which I was happy to buy because I love it. But he wrecked this card. There's a crease right there. I don't know if you're gonna see it. It just like goes all the way right there. And this is actually one of my favorite cards in this deck, the Ten of Wands. And this is the one I replaced because I didn't like these little marks right there. I think it was like 3 cards that he wrecked. So I just keep this as a backup. And it came in handy already, so. And then I think it was the Death card he wrecked. I was really sad. Yeah, there was just a little crease right here. And then you see how this one has like the yellow mark stains. I think it kind of looks cool the way it does, but it's just kind of like knowing that like I didn't do it. It's not all my germs, you know, so that's kind of weird for me, even though I cleaned it up. Like when I get vintage decks, I like them to be clean, and I like to be able to be the one that pretty much does the damage to it, if that makes sense. But this is the one that I use, and I've used it a lot. I like go back and forth. Sometimes I just want like a really moody, dark green, gray green, and this is it. And I like, it has like this thin cardstock, and it glides really nice, and I like the backs. And yeah, I just like it. So this is US Games. This is the one that I don't really care if it gets worn, because I have a backup of it, and I like the way it looks that it's worn. And so I've worn this one quite a bit already by myself. I've noticed that this one, like the paint, or it scruffs pretty fast, like the printing. But I think it's gonna look really cool. And this one has the pink line that I love right there. I love this card. It's one of my favorites. This one too. This is my card, one of my birth cards. Saturn, Sagittarius. And I love this one. I like the Two of Cups too. This one's one of my favorites. It's really dark compared to this one. One thing I don't like about this deck is some of them are very like washed out like this, but some of them are very vibrant, so it kind of balances out. Like this one's like kind of washed out, and I prefer when it's vibrant. This one looks cool. It looks grungy, I guess, like gothy kind of in a way. It's just very, it feels very indie goth, I guess, or not indie goth, but just like vintage, grungy, moody. I love this Queen of Cups. It's one of my favorites, and I fell in love with the Queen of Swords in this deck, and I love this one. And this one. This one too. This one's like the best. And you can see there's like already like scrapes from overhand shuffling, but it's like really, really like vibrant. I don't really like the Ten of Swords. It was never a favorite. I love this one. And I love this one too. And this one. This one's beautiful. So is this one. I like this one too. And this one. Don't like this one. Never did. No. I like what the Prince of Disc is all about, but I just don't like this image because he looks really muddy. It's not cute, but these are beautiful. And this one is. I don't know if I showed you the guidebook, but this is the guidebook. And then this one says, this is the ISBN number, and it says 1983. So you got to be careful. Some of these, if you're looking for like a darker one, you have to like make sure you look at it when you're looking on eBay or like other sites that sell this. And you gotta make sure the borders look dark when you, like it appears dark, because there's some lighter versions of this one with the same ISBN number, and there's a 3-language one with the same ISBN number. There's a 4-language one. I actually had the 4-language one I actually gifted that away, and I gifted 2 of those versions away. Because I wasn't using them, and I use all these decks. So I think I'm pretty good for now, but I would like to get the older Box A, Box B edition eventually. And then this one's a 1983. This is my misprint, but this one says US Games Stanford CT. See how this one has the New York, this one has Stanford. This one has New York ME, and they're all different printings, but all in 1983. That doesn't make sense. So I don't think that's very accurate, I found. And just like these all have different printings, you know, the same. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know. I just think maybe the guidebooks weren't like meaningful then. I don't know. I feel like it's more of a kind of a code thing now. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just think it's more accurate nowadays, but back then they just didn't really care. So this is Stanford CT. This one's very dark. Misprint, very yellow toned, very thin cardstock. I did have another Stanford CT, and I would actually like to get another version of this one, because I know that this copy, there's like some like really beautiful blue, teal, green kind of versions. And I guess I would like to find like a very like new version and just kind of try out that edition. But I love this deck. It's one of my favorites. This one I love to pair with the Wild Unknown deck by Kim Kranz. I like how grungy it looks. I love this star card. It's one of my favorites. So the painting, or like the printing job, it's scraped off pretty quickly. It didn't take long for it to get like all these like little white spots, but I like that it's doing that. I think it looks like way cooler than it did. But I think this is one of my most prized possessions. I mean, other people think this is trash, but I think it's totally cool. I think I paid $300 for this deck too. And it was like impulse buy, and I was so happy that I did it. And this deck smells really good too. It smells like laundry. It smells very clean. And then these are the backs. Some of them have like little orbs, like that one does. It's really cool. I don't know if I showed you this. And then the box there. And then this one is my 1986. This is Stanford, printed in Switzerland. I would love to get a backup copy of this one someday. I just haven't felt like spending $100 on it right now. This goes to like, when I first got this, I paid maybe $80 for it. And now it's jacked up to like, it's still, you can get it from 80 sometimes, but it's like 80 to 200. But here's the guidebook. And there's the printing ISBN. It says 1987 right there, but the cards say 1986. And there is some other 996 2 printings, but some of them have like this border, but it's like more rounded, like this gray one right here. There's some that are like rounded, but this one has like a pointy. I like this printing. I think it's really beautiful. It's one of my favorites. So I think, yeah, it's very vibrant. I love the backs. It looks really nice. It fits really good in my hands. I wrecked... Oh, I didn't put this one in order. Oops. Because I didn't have anything to compare it with, I guess. This is a fun deck to work with too. I think I was going too rough on it and then I did it. It's still usable, but it just makes me sad to know that this is already creased. So I would like to at least just get a backup or buy another one and have this as a backup. Because I think it's a really special deck. And this one has the 3 Magus cards. I think out of all the small versions, this one's my favorite printing. Even like the German Thoth, this one is my favorite. because it's more vibrant, richer. The other one is a little bit just lighter. It's very pastel. I don't know, I just like these colors more. It's what I'm used to. But I still like the German one. I'm starting to actually make a connection with the German one. And this is my other 1986. This is the box it came in. And it's a large. This came, it said it was like new and it wasn't, and that they just said the box was messed up, but that wasn't true. This came really dirty, and so I actually messaged the creator, and the creator refunded me and let me keep the deck, and I trimmed it, and so now it's like really pretty, and I like how it looks with like the micro border. I put the numbers there because it took me a really long time to get to memorize the numbers, but now I have it all memorized. I love this Empress. And this has like a plastic feel kind of cardstock, but it's really, really beautiful. And I would love to get a backup copy of this one too. I would like to get a full version of it that's like new or brand new, you know. But it's like I get kind of FOMO because I don't know what the prices will be in a few years. So it's like I'm always just trying to, whenever I get a chance or if I have the extra money, I will try to scoop one up for just because I love them. And I use all of them too. So it's my favorite deck. Obviously, it's the one I grab every day. But this one has really beautiful color, and I really love this one. All of the cards are very vibrant. It has like a little bit, kind of like a shadow tone to it. But I love that green. And I would say this one and my small 1986 kind of have very similar coloring. They're not too far away. The cardstocks are both different though, which is kind of odd, but I guess they're from different, are they? No, they're both from AGM, printed by AGM. And this is my French Lead Tarot Thoth par, Aleister Crowley. This is my AGM German. ISBN numbers right there. And this is all in German or Dutch, so I can't read it. Oh, I didn't know his picture was in there. That's a dope picture. I like that. I was thinking about getting the newer one. I heard the cardstock is nice, so I think I might. This is 2008. And then it comes with these title cards. This one, I don't like that title card. I love these backs. I wasn't a big fan of the cardstock because it was very slippery, but after I broke it in, it's grippy now. It grips, so I like that about it. And then the printing job is really good. The alignment is perfect. You see how like really close it is with the gray border. And that stuff matters. It really does. And I heard the new one is not aligned, but that's okay. That doesn't really bother me because I like some of my greenies that are kind of, you know, misplaced or just like misaligned, I guess. And I think that makes the deck cooler, honestly. But I'm kind of going back and forth because I think they both have the same, they're both the same printing. The colors are exactly the same. But if I did get it, I would get it because of the new cardstock. And I just wanted, I'm curious, I want to touch it. But anyways, these both look the same. I edged this one. This is my only edged Thoth deck. I don't think I'll edge this one, although I love the way this one looks. I'm not going to edge my decks anymore. I don't like doing that, but I like the way this looks. I like this kind of paint I used for it. It's like that oil painting stuff. So yeah, it looks really pretty. Matches perfectly. And this one is... I don't know when this one is. I don't know. I'm going to assume that these are both around the same time. This is French. I don't like this cardstock that much either. It's like really thin, but the quality is really nice. I don't know. It's not what I'm used to, I guess. But it's very nice though. I just don't like the slippery cardstock, and it's very thin. It doesn't feel like this. This is like very perfect, thick, nice altar cards. This one feels very floppy, you know, like it just flops everywhere, if that makes sense. And I'm still deciding if I want to get both of the new version or if I want to just get the standard or the large. I think maybe the standard. I want some variety of the smaller version, I guess. It's nice to pack around. Although I would probably pack the small one and the large one regardless, because I like the large one. I'm used to the large one. I like these. It's cute. I like that yellow. I don't like this purple. I love this one and this one. I don't really like this color either. I like this green. I think it's really pretty. This one's really pretty. This one's pretty too. This one I like too. You ever, like, when you're little, go through those magazines and get, like, school clothes or look at new, like, magazines with toys in them and you're like, I want that. That was me. I like this one. This is beautiful. And this one. This one's good too. I like what this one's all about. This is nice. So is this. This is beautiful. This one's really nice. This one is too. I don't like this one. Don't like this one. then I have this one. I think this is Dutch too. It's not in English. Comes with this book. I don't know what English it is, or what is it? Oh wait, it does. No way. Oh my gosh, I could read this book. That's cool. I didn't know that. Wow. Okay, so this is 2019. This is just an extra book because I had a chopped up version of the mass market Thoth and then I lost that one. So yeah, no wait, I had 24 Thoth decks actually. Anyways, so this one has a different, this one's like that green mass market one that you could pick up. I don't know if that one's going out of print and getting new printing done, but it comes with this one. And I actually really love this one and I miss this one. I wanted to actually think about maybe buying a backup of it because I have my other one that's written all over and I would love to get a clean version. Oops. But this one, I don't like it. It doesn't give me that nostalgia feeling that I have with that green. This one. This is I think it's 2009 or 2006. But this is like, this was my first one. And so I was like, okay, well, cool, I can get one of these. It has the gold gilding. It's not consistent, but it's beautiful, but it's just not the same. Because I like this papery cardstock. I like the smell of this, that one. And it still smells like what it did from the beginning, but these both look pretty similar. I wonder if I could just show you both. That'd be cool. So yeah, I wrote all over this one. I don't know, I just like this. You're not really going to see a comparison because they both... This one's written all over it like crazy. And... yeah, I prefer this one. For some reason, this one feels a little bit shorter. I don't know. I don't think it is, though. Yeah, it is. Just like by a hair. Yeah, I like how this one looks written up. I actually spilled Diet Coke on this, and it's totally indestructible. So I was thinking about buying it, but I'm just like, I don't know. The extra $20 can go somewhere else, I guess. And I'm actually trying to not buy any decks this month. Actually, until July. I feel like I'm pretty good, but I don't know, I've been craving oracles. And it's just kind of that summer, but I've been working with my decks, the ones that I have, and it's been good. And I've been kind of, I don't know, I'm just switching it up. I'm taking a break, in a way. But I'm not. I'm still using tarot every single day, but it's not me collecting. It's not me trying to find different decks or adding to my collection. It's just more of me being happy with what I have and getting to know them, I guess, and learning to not spend, I guess. Just trying to get in that mindset where I'm able to just enjoy my decks and not feel like I need to spend something just because. And I'm only doing that because it's my kids' birthdays coming up, and so I want to have as much money as I can for their birthdays, and then so after July I will buy decks again. And it'll be a handmade deck, either by Cartogram or Carol Herzer. Who knows? But I would love to get the Jean Payen one by Cartogram, customized with the beautiful backs, the gold gilding. That one's really, really beautiful. Oops, I keep smacking the mic. Hopefully you could hear me. But anyways, so everybody knows what these are. I think they're cool. Good starter deck. They're pretty spendy. Over $30. But they hold a lot of wisdom, and there's so many like books written by Aleister Crowley that's involved with this deck. I feel like this one has the most material by the artist, or not the artist, but the creator, the writer, the author, I guess, than the Rider-Waite-Smith. But the Rider-Waite-Smith is dope. It's been coming around. I've been using it a lot, and I'm happy with it. So I think that's it. Yeah, that was pretty quick. So yeah, that's my Thoth collection. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys don't like this one of yours and you wanna hook a girl up. That'd be kind of cool. But anyways, let me know what you think of the new Thoth too if you purchased it. I would love to know. And let me know what your favorite Thoth is. And if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, bye.